Hello, and today we're going to do a comparison between these two flagship phones, HTC One and HTC One S. Alright, so we look at the lock screen. There's obviously a huge difference here with the circle to unlock it instead of the pull icon and stuff. Alright, so let's go into the phone and see what's the difference here. Alright. Oh, I forgot this one. These two home screens are very different. As you can see, this bar right here doesn't fill the whole bottom of the screen, and this one does. The HTC One S does not have blink feed. I mean, many people know that. Blink feed is new with the HTC Sense 5. You get the latest news of whatever you want. I mean, specific of what they put on here. But it's mostly social media and stuff like ESPN, gaming, entertainment, stuff like that. Not very customizable, but you can deal with it though. Alright, and they're both up to the same version, 4.1.2. I've heard there's going to be another update, 4.2, during the summer. Let's see if that's true. That would probably add like battery percentage and probably like little tweaks and stuff to HTC Sense 5, not mostly on any other smartphone out there with HTC Sense. Alright, if we go into the camera app, we notice that they're similar but different at the same time. Emilio, we can't do this. And you can see here that they're pretty similar, but right here to switch camera from front facing to rear camera, you just swipe it up or swipe it down. Instead, right here for the HTC One S, you have to click the actual icon to switch. Preferably, I like the icon, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal that it has to change. Alright, for the HTC One S, it comes with an 8 megapixel camera, rear camera, and the HTC One comes with a 4 megapixel ultra pixel camera, which I think is just one of those selling things. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see in the future. Alright. So next we'll go to layout of the home screens in the notification bar. So right here for notification bar, you get the normal HTC One notification bar. For HTC One S, you get the same thing. With update, they took the same notification bar, but it used to be different. The time, the clock is different on the HTC One. Hold on one second. Alright, the clock is different HTC One. It's more like a kind of flat kind of themed. It's more 3D-ish, you know, pop out cartoon, like TouchWiz. For the HTC One S, which I really don't care for any of them, but it's still something that you could consider when you're getting a smartphone. I'm gonna go with the design of the phones. HTC One, it's aluminum and plastic, and it has a 4.7-inch screen, a 2.1 front-facing camera, 4 megapixel ultra pixel camera, rear camera, and 2 mics on the front. On the back and the bottom. Alright, and for the HTC One S, there is a rear camera 8 megapixel, I think 1.3 megapixel front facing camera, and the speakers are on the back. HTC One is the first HTC smartphone, or maybe the first smartphone ever to come out with front facing speakers, which is a huge, huge, huge plus. can see here the thickness of the phone. It's pretty thin. HTC One is a little thicker though, by a tiny bit. A tiny bit. Let's try to see if we can get a better angle. Yeah, not that big of a difference. Very slim. You can't even tell the difference because when you're holding the smartphone, you're just going to feel the edges, which is probably going to feel a lot slimmer than the HTC One, or the same, depending on how your hands are. They both come with Beats Audio sound, so you can see here and here. But the sound difference is huge. Here, let me show you a sample music video. HTC One put at full volume, as you can see, full volume. Strut walking, a little bit of humble, a little bit of conscious, somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. No, y'all can't copy ya. Bad moonwalking, this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music, I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker. This is the HTC One S at the full volume, as you can see here. Full volume. Light, go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my. As you can see, there's a huge difference between the HTC One and the HTC One S. I mean, just look at the screen. Like, look at this. Screen's amazing. You have to see this in real life. Compared to this one, HTC One has a 1080p versus the 720p on the HTC One S. I mean, why wouldn't you go for the HTC One? I'll put the links in the description where you can get the best deal for the HTC One, HTC One S2, and you will decide whether you wanted the HTC One or the One S. Alright, make sure to comment, subscribe, and rate this video if you liked it.